Hi everyone, this is Aviva Luttrell, reporter with MassLive, and I'm here in downtown Worcester this evening at the Hanover Theater for the theater's 10th anniversary performance gala featuring Tony Bennett. So we're here with Hanover Theater President and CEO Troy Sievels. He's going to tell us a little bit about what's going to be happening tonight. So flip the camera around here to Troy. How's it going, Troy?
It's great. It's going to be a good night. We're ready.
Thank you so much for having us.
Sure.
So obviously a decade, a huge milestone for the Hanover Theater here in Worcester. What can you tell us about the theater's history? What was it like here 10 years ago?
Well, the theater itself was built 90 years ago. It was beautiful, beautiful historic space, but you know, in the 60s it was turned into movie theaters, and then it was sort of chopped up and a lot of the detail was destroyed, and by the time we got it, it had been boarded up for 10 years and it looked like it was falling down, and so it took a lot of vision to imagine that it could be again what it is today. It was a vision of two Worcester businessmen, Ed Badaus and Paul DeMoga, were able to acquire the theater and then to spend 8-10 years raising $31 million and pulling together a huge amount of support and momentum to open it again as a performing arts center, which we did in 2008.
So what has it taken from that time to get it to what it is today?
It's a labor of love. You know, we have a great, great team. There are 8 of us, I think, that are still here, that were here on opening night. I've been here for 15 years, but it's a really passionate staff. There are 250 volunteers, a huge number of people invested in this organization, and the supporters too. We're a nonprofit. We rely on contributions, and so 180 families back in 2008 contributed $10,000 or more to make this happen. It's not that there was a small number of massive donors. There were a huge number of people who gave it what they could, and it made it happen.
So obviously there's a lot going on in downtown Worcester right now. What about the theater's impact on the city, and particularly on downtown?
Sure. I think we get credited a lot with having a really transformational impact. You know, I think when we first opened, downtown wasn't a place where you wanted to come after 5 o'clock, right? It didn't feel safe, it didn't feel clean, it didn't feel friendly, certainly. And I think that over time, we bring in 200,000 people a year, and 80% of those come from outside Worcester. And that, you can't bring 200,000 people a year into downtown without having sort of a transformational difference. It just sort of breathes air and light into the area. I think Fred Eppinger, when he at Hanover Insurance Group created the City Square, bought the City Square project and got it off the blocks, credited the Hanover Theater's success with one of the big reasons for doing that. I don't think there's any argument but that kicked off a huge number of things. Mercantile Center after that, all the downtown development now, the AC Marriott, the residences on Front Street, and even the more recent pieces, you know, the Woosocks, right? It's not that we can say we created this change, but I think we can legitimately say we started the momentum and we created some of the optimism.
Great. So tell us about what's going to be happening tonight. Obviously a huge, really exciting event here.
Yes. We have folks coming in for a pre-show reception, so we can take a walk upstairs and take a look, and then there'll be a concert at 7:30, and Tony Bennett will be on stage, and he's been here before, but he is a huge draw. He's a big hit. You know, there aren't a lot of performers that have reinvented themselves the way he has, with performing with Lady Gaga recently, and the duets he just did with Diana Krall, who's going to be here next week. It's been really exciting. He's a great have to get here.
And you're expecting a pretty big audience tonight.
We'll have
right?
2,200 people or so, all in all. Yeah, it's nearly a full house for us. It's going to be good.
Great. Should we take a walk inside?
Sure,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Let's go.
Come on in. We're on MassLive, right?
We are live with MassLive.
So I will meet you, or come on upstairs to the reception.
Okay.
Go. We have kids coming in for classes in our conservatory here. So we're doing 2 things. We have classes going downstairs, which the world doesn't stop for a 10-year anniversary, right? The world keeps rolling. So we do everything we can at the same time. We're in our new building here. We bought this 3 years ago to create a conservatory with classes downstairs and function rooms upstairs.
Fantastic.
We're on MassLive.
Yeah, I see that.
That's right.
So for anyone just tuning in, we are at the Hanover Theater for its 10th anniversary performance gala. We just walked in here so we can take a look around. This is the opening reception.
We're just starting to get started. Some of the first people are arriving, and these are some of the folks that have helped us get this theater open 10 years ago and make it what it is today.
Great. Troy, do you know anyone in here who might want to say say a few words to our viewers about what they've seen over the past decade here?
I'm sure that I do.
And I work down here.
Of course you can.
Marianne Felice is our current board chair. We're on MassLive talking about
Oh,
tonight.
MassLive, I am so excited, and everything is going to be so wonderful tonight. It's such a wonderful event for our city, let alone the Hanover Theater, and I just think all the cool kids in the area are going to be here tonight.
How have you seen the area and especially the theater change over the past decade? What's it been like for you to see that?
It has been remarkable, but not surprising. It's just that it happened so fast. It's only 10 years since the theater opened, and we have helped transform downtown Worcester. I think so. I may be biased, but I think we've helped transform the whole downtown. And when Ed Augustus and the mayor become finished with what they're doing with downtown, this is going to be so exciting. Worcester's going to be the place that Boston looks at and said, gosh, I wish we could be like that.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I pulled Nadia out of the reception too. Nadia's our director of ticketing for Franklin Square Society, and has been here since almost day one.
Yes,
Great.
I have been
Wow.
here.
So you must have a really interesting perspective. 10 years.
Absolutely, yes. It's a wonderful place to work at, and we've always had a lot of fun with all the staff and all the amazing shows that we've had here. It's always been something different. It's never boring, so we absolutely love it. We're very glad that we've made it here this far.
How have you seen things change? Obviously, you have the long-ranging perspective here on the transformation that the theater's undergone. What's it been like to see that?
Oh, it's been amazing, and every year it's something different that it's built around us, and the theater itself keeps growing and growing. The conservatory was one of the biggest things, and we're absolutely proud of that. And just the theater district, every year it changes for the better. So it's really great to see that.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Should we keep walking?
Sure, yeah, let's keep walking.
No, brother-in-law. This doesn't taste as good online, I bet.
Oh, but it looks really good in real life, and it smells amazing. Wow, this looks great.
Don't you wish you were here now, right?
We have someone who says, greetings from Peru. One of our commenters is watching from Peru.
Wow, we're on MassLive, guys. We have 250 volunteers at the theater who
Oh, wow.
staff all of our events.
Hi. Yeah, you're on MassLive on Facebook Live.
We're watching you from Peru. So right now, most of the audience hasn't arrived yet, but this space is going to be teeming with 1,000 people about an hour from now. And then these doors will open and we'll go into the theater. So they're setting lights right now and doing a little bit of a sound check, and Tony Bennett will be on the stage in about 2 hours.
So cool, let's take a look.
I'll come find you in a few. Okay?
So this theater is going to be packed later this evening when Tony Bennett takes the stage.
That's right. That's
Great.
right. It'll be full of everybody. Part of what we love about this theater is that it's, when it was first built back in the 20s, the architect called it a palace for the people. And we love that. We love the idea that it's not just for the rich, it's not just for the people who like Broadway shows, it's for everybody. You know, this lobby with these beautiful mirrors overlooking this, the whole idea was that you would dress however you dressed in the 20s. You could be wearing a suit and tie, you could be wearing overalls or blue jeans, and you'd be here and you'd look across and you'd see yourself in this opulent space and know that you were here. This was a part of the space. You were part of it, and it was for you, part of your space. So we are so proud of that. We try to embody that, not just in the building, but in what we put on the stage and everything. And we will have over the next 6 weeks our 2 millionth visitor going through these doors. And I'm just so proud of that. I'm just so proud of having made a real difference here in the city, and I'm anxious to see what we can do next.
Wow, that's a huge milestone.
Yeah.
Troy, thank you so much for speaking with us. Really appreciate it. Sounds like it's going to be a great evening filled with
is going to be a great
a lot of excitement, good music. So again, for anyone just tuning in, we are live at the Hanover Theater. Give you one last quick look around for the theater's 10th anniversary performance gala featuring Tony Bennett later on today. Again, Troy was kind enough to give us a little tour, and we really appreciate it. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys.